I was popping everybody. Welcome to another video, another trade recap, and today I'm going to be breaking down the trades I took today. Today I am down $451 on the day. Now, I broke my rules today, and I'm very disappointed in myself with it because of the fact that if I hadn't done this one thing, today would have been a positive like $1,100 day, and I'm going to break down exactly why and what happened today in all of its glory. So, coming into the day, I'm not sure if you guys were familiar. A lot of people were talking about 4-point CPI. Now, I was not comfortable with doing that. I did not do it because I just passed this account, and this is my first day trading it. I was not going to spend my first day trading it gambling. In all honesty, that was my logic behind it. I thought that wasn't smart for me to do, so I didn't do it. However, I did watch the CPI news candle. I did see what happened, and at this point, ended up expanding higher. We left relative equal highs damn near with Asia. So I noticed we came back, we pulled back into this 5-minute gap right here, and then we got a very nice three candle V-shaped recovery on the 2-minute inversion fair value gap. So what did I do? Enter long, targeting a 1-to-1 right beneath Asia's high. Now, where am I mad at this trade? Not really, honestly. I think this is a very good setup. Honestly, just timing was probably off. I have a rule to myself. Or you may ask, like, how did you break your rule? My rule to myself that I broke is don't trade prior to 9:45. The reason I have this rule is because based off what I've back tested in my data, in my, just journaling and stuff like that, my highest win rate is between the times of 9:45 to 10 a.m. So I stopped trading any other time frame outside of that. And today I broke that rule. And as y'all can see, ended up paying the price for it. Was in profit for a very good amount of time, and we had no SMTs at this high or anything like that. So just an unlucky, unfortunate trade. Ended up pyramiding as well once we created this 1-minute fair value or 2-minute fair value gap here. I did pyramid because at that point I'm like, all right, we just formed a bullish fair value gap, and I want to see higher. And we also got a 1-minute body close above the most recent one, and that basically saying price is a lot more likely to respect this and go higher as we've previously been doing. And so I pyramided, which resulted in me taking a much larger loss. I did trail my stop loss to this low right here. However, I did still take a pretty large loss because of that. So that was that. And then from there, the trade that I actually took to put me back, this trade put me up $90 on the day. The trade I ended up taking came, I ended up taking a long right here at 9:45. Once we came down, we swept this external low here. There was no SMTs, I don't think, but we did sweep this low, and we got a really nice V-shaped recovery from that. Now, I was going to enter instantly off of the inversion fair value gap. However, I did want to wait. I waited for that 9:45 candle, and I wanted to wait for the change in the state of delivery. So that is what I did. Once we got that change in the state going into 9:45, I did enter. I got a really nice fill like right at the bottom of the 9:45 candle with my stop loss right around here. Now, I would usually have my stop loss at the low. However, based off of the instantaneous reaction that we got from this inversion and the fact that this candle just placed with such strong volume, I did not expect to see this entire fair value gap get filled if it did at all. So what did I do? I measured out the midpoint, and I had my stop loss 20 points beneath that. This was my stop loss, targeting the same exact highs, targeting Asia high, relative equal highs resting above, for a total of a 1.4 risk to reward trade, which made me back on my losses. I did pyramid on this as well. I initially entered this with slightly lower risk just because I've already taken a loss on the day, and I did not want to, go back and lose even more. But I did end up pyramiding once we got this 4-minute candle displacement. Once I seen that we were really displacing straight through this on this 1-minute candle here, I did pyramid, and my new fill was like right here. My stop loss was still break even at this point, so I was risk free on this trade. It took a couple seconds. You see, we kind of hesitated, but we ended up finally taking the high, and that was a trade that put me up on the day. Now, you may wonder, how did you still be? That trade put me at break even. I was up like $90. I did take a loss after this. What loss did I take? Let me show y'all. Am I that mad at this loss? I honestly don't think this was a bad loss. You can see here how price has kind of been reacting around this zone. Once you got this displacement through, we got a change in the state of delivery, pull back, respect the order block. I wanted to see price continue lower to this unfilled 1-minute and to all of this low resistance liquidity here. So I entered short right here. First trade was a loss, and then I entered short again a little bit after that. I'll show you all my trade of 8. I don't want to leave my account numbers. I don't know if that could do anything, but y'all can see my P&L. I'm down like 420 or 4 whatever on the day. I end up re-entering on this 15-second displacement right here. Once we pull back, we stopped me out. I gave it a retry. Once we got that instantaneous reaction, we got a change in the state, and I was targeting the same thing. Because you can see we have these quadruple stacked lows here, so I don't think this was a bad trade at all. But just the timing was off. It's a Friday. News already played out. We already kind of used all the volume up for the day. So price is basically done being efficient and done doing what it should do, which is why I believe that this failed. And you got to live and learn with it. That's really all I can do. 2 losses after I was break even on the day. Not the best thing as well, but we live and we learn though. So those are trades I took. I am down like $400 some on the day. First down the account, not the best obviously, but we'll work with it though. We'll be able to get this back easily next week, God willing. And yeah, that's really it. That is my trade recap. We have no news next Monday, so I probably won't trade on Monday. Maybe not even Tuesday either, because FOMC is the day after that. But we'll see though. We'll see how it looks. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video though. I will catch y'all in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.